today's video, what I want to talk to you about today is a smarter way to fat loss, okay? Here's what I mean by this. I think that oftentimes when individuals are trying to lose body fat, what they're essentially doing is kind of putting themselves in a position where they are overwhelmed, let's just say. To know that you have 20, 30, 40, 50, even up to 100 or more pounds to lose, and you're attempting to do that in a straight shot because the nutritionist or the trainer, whoever you've decided to hire, has ultimately not programmed in things that allow you to recover or to have something to look forward to. So what I want to talk to you today about is a smarter way to fat loss, and essentially utilizing a sets and reps style of program so that you can more methodically periodize somebody's attempt at fat loss, ultimately helping them keep their gym performance, keep their hormonal health, avoid as much metabolic adaptation as possible. And in lieu of keeping their lean body mass, because they're keeping their gym performance, they will be able to, in many cases, keep most of their thyroid health instead of sabotaging the thyroid and potentially have something like hypothyroidism or the very tail end of a fat loss phase. So let's go ahead and dive into this thing really quick. Very, very simple. This is a sets and reps system for fat loss. So the very first thing you want to consider here is going to be establishing your client's overall health. Now, you've probably heard me talk extensively about this, but what I mean here is that make sure they're healthy enough to lose body fat first. Don't have somebody come in eating 1,200, 1,300, 1,400 calories a day and say, hey, I can give you my meal plan, I can give you my training program, my cardio routine, my supplementation stack, and you're going to lose body fat. Don't do that crap. What you need to do is think about how can I get them in the healthiest position possible first? And then once we've gotten them up, maybe we've reverse dieted to them, maybe we've improved their overall metabolic health over the course of maybe 4 to 6 or longer months, then they can go into a fat loss journey. So that's number one. It's going to be make sure they're healthy first. Number two is going to be the sets and reps approach. Now, this needs to be established in the beginning. This is not something that you just say, oh shit, I screwed up, probably should have done something like this, because now the individual's hitting a bunch of roadblocks, they're stalled out, you don't know what to do. So I think it's a really good idea to establish something like this in the beginning so that the client or yourself actually has a really good understanding of the fact that, hey, I need to lose 50 pounds, but I only need to focus on the first 5 or 10 pounds right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and identify what this sets and reps approach is. If I programmed you go into the gym, your first exercise for back day is going to be, let's say 3 sets of 10 repetitions on a wide grip overhand lat pull down. Okay. Overall, you would understand that 3 sets times 10 reps equals 30 total reps of volume. And that's the same exact way I want you to think about fat loss. Okay. Now, if I told you to go into the gym with that same weight and do 30 reps in a row, you'd probably fail before you got to the 30 reps. Be mindful of that. You'd probably fail before you got to the 30 reps because the 10 reps was already challenging. You'll likely fail before you get to the 30 pounds of weight loss because the 10-pound loss was already challenging. Okay. Hopefully that sticks with you. I want you to think about that. Okay. So how would we break this down? Very simply, if you're somebody that needs to lose 50 pounds, well, think about a 5 sets of 10 approach. Okay. If you're somebody that needs to lose 20 pounds, well, think about a 4 sets of 5 approach. If you're somebody that needs to lose 100 pounds, think about a 10 sets of 10 approach, which ultimately leads you to still losing the same amount of body fat, doing so in a longer duration of time, and ultimately preserving your health so that you don't gain it all back after you've lost that weight. So that's what I want you to think about today is the next time you decide, hey, maybe I'd like to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, something like that, or however much weight you need to lose. Can we use a sets and reps routine to ultimately help you lose the weight you want and actually keep it off because you've preserved the integrity of the muscle system, you've preserved your gym performance, you've preserved your hormonal health, and now you're healthier at the end of it. And I just hope that the individuals that are out there that are listening to this, that have already tried, to lose 20 pounds in a straight shot or 30 pounds in a straight shot, 40 pounds in a straight shot, or more than that, they understand what I'm talking about, because diet fatigue is real. metabolic adaptation is real, especially if you're starting somebody like, maybe like myself or somebody that's already looks like an athlete. Trying to have somebody like myself even from where I am right now, lose 10 pounds, that would be a struggle. But if you said, hey, Will, like, let's just focus on losing 5 pounds, then let's implement a diet break, and then we'll lose the other 5 pounds afterwards. To me, that's so much more easily digestible because I played football my entire life, right? So I always understood there's a halftime where we basically take a break. We reevaluate the first half game plan, what worked, what didn't work. Let's recharge, let's rehydrate, let's talk to the coach, and then let's plan ahead for what we're going to do in the second half. And that's the way I want you to think about fat loss, okay? Is the fact that we use diet breaks as a means to break up this sets and reps approach. Inside of every set rep, we're actually implementing a diet break so that you can recharge, refuel, talk to the coach, and actually plan ahead for the future. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for checking this one out. So leave me a comment down below if you happen to have any questions about this, because ultimately I would love to be able to continue to provide content to our community. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Thank you for checking out this video, and I'll talk to you soon.